Fast, focused, and fearless. Here's everything you need to know this rush hour of September 13, Friday. I'm Riza Diaz. Jumpstarting today's rush with some areas in Luzon declaring class suspensions due to bad weather. In Quirino, classes in preschool to senior high are suspended in Aglipay, while classes in all levels are suspended in Difun and Saguday. Meanwhile, there are no classes today in preschool to elementary in San Quintin, Pangasinan. And just before we started our broadcast, Zamboanga City has declared class suspensions in all levels in public and private schools. Tropical Depression Marilyn entered the Philippine area of responsibility yesterday morning and has since maintained its strength. Now, to tell us more on this, we have with us on the line Chris Perez from the Pag-asa Weather Forecasting Center. Chris, good morning. We would like to know the latest on Tropical Depression Marilyn.
Good morning, Riza. So far, Tropical Depression Marilyn continues to hover over the Philippine Sea and has yet to make landfall to any part of the country. And as of 3 o'clock this morning, it was estimated at about 1,070 kilometers east of Basco, Batanes, with maximum sustained winds of about 55 kilometers per hour near its center and gustiness of up to 70 kilometers per hour. And if it continues to move northwest at about 20 kilometers per hour, Tropical Depression Marilyn is expected to exit the Philippine air responsibility by Sunday. It is not expected to make landfall. However, the general public is advised to continue monitoring for the severe weather bulletins being issued by Pag-asa every 12 hours. The next update will be at 11 a.m. today.
Chris, with Marilyn's activity, are we supposed to expect a rainy weather today and over the weekend?
Yes, Riza. Actually, for today, we're expecting the whole country to experience cloudy skies, some scattered rain showers and isolated thunderstorms, mostly in the afternoon or in the evening here in Metro Manila also. And for our 3-day weather outlook, we're expecting improving weather over Metro Manila by Monday, and for most parts of the country also by Monday. So generally, when Marilyn exits the PAR by Sunday, then gradual improvement expected over most parts of the country.
How about Gale Warnings? Do we have any?
Yes, we still have a gale warning hoisted over the central and eastern seaboards of Visayas as well as over the seaboards of Mindanao. Now, these areas or the seaboards over these areas are expected to experience rough to very rough sea conditions. As much as possible, all fishing boats and small sea crafts are advised not to venture out over these areas.
Finally, Chris, are there other weather disturbances that you're seeing right now?
Well, aside from Tropical Depression Marilyn, the southwest monsoon or the Habagat is affecting other parts of the country. Hence, we see a broad band of clouds stretching from the West Philippine Sea all the way towards the Tropical Depression, expected to persist probably in the next 2 to 3 days.
All right, thank you. That was Pag-asa Weather Forecaster Chris Perez. Now, other than the early release for good conduct being peddled to convicted felons, we've reported that hospital passes for sale have also been popular among inmates waiting to evade serving jail time. Now, it's taken to another level with the witness saying some inmates use the hospital pass to continue illegal drug transactions. Mendoz Baños has the story.
Money in exchange for one's medical records. This is what former Valencia City Mayor Jose Galario testified to during Thursday's Senate hearing. Galario was convicted for graft and is still in jail. He was confined in the hospital inside Bilibid after his kidney operation. The former local official admitted to paying 1,000 pesos to Bucor's medical officer Orsicio Senyas just to get a medical abstract. And every time he needed any medical record, he pays 1,000 pesos more to Senyas for it to be released.
Sa February, bumiga na ako ng 1,000. Parang nasanay na ba? Magsasis ako, para ano ito? Para ano ito? Alam ko na yung nga tatanggapin mo yun. So kukunin niya, ilagay sa kanyang drawer. Kasi kung hindi pa siya kurap, Dr. Sinas, hindi niya tanggapin yun.
Senyas admitted to accepting money but with some explanation.
Iniiwan po niya sa table ko eh.
Pinilit mo?
Iniiwan po niya sa table ko eh.
Basta di mo binalik?
Ini-insert, binabalik ko, tinatanggal ko, basta iniwan, basta aalis na po siya eh.
Binalik ba niya, Mayor? Binalik niya yung binigay mo?
Tinatanggihan ko po yun talaga.
But to Galario, the bigger scheme is the hospital pass for sale. He said several drug lords were allowed to stay in the hospital even if they weren't sick. Even more, these high-profile inmates continued their illegal drug transactions inside the hospital. Galario, however, admitted that he has no direct knowledge about the payoffs. But based on his observation, he says there is an ongoing drug transaction in the hospital whenever there are watchmen around.
Pag mayroong mga Bucor personnel, 2 o 3, magsabi naman ang kuan, yung mga watchman, no? Mayroong kuan dyan, no? Malapit na. Minsan, sasabihin nila mayroong kuan, keeper, o mayroong Bucor, o mayroong hapon. Pero pag sap na, hindi sila masyado natatakot sa Bucor. Pag sap na, sap! Para silang nagkarambula doon. Ganun. So, yung mga paraphernalias nila, mayroon na silang designated area na ilagay nila pag mayroon ng SAP, based also from information of my inmates from the Hong Kong triad. They have already established connections. So, kahit nandoon yung mga miyembro ng Hong Kong triad, sila si Peter Po, si Vicente C., nag-establish na so sila na nag-endorse doon.
Senator Bato de la Rosa, who is a former Bucor chief, could not keep his cool against his previous employees.
Tagal ako nagtitimpi sa inyo dyan eh. Yung ginagawa ninyo dyan na palaging mga drug lord, pinabayaan ninyong magstay dyan na ilang buwan, ilang taon, pero wala lang. Mas pabayaan nyo. Tanong nyo kayo, magprangkahan tayo. Ano ba? Tumatanggap kayo? O takot lang kayo sa mga drug lord na yan? Magsalita kayo.
Wala naman po akong dapat katakutan sa kanila kasi wala po naman akong transaction sa kanila.
The senators decided to cite in contempt the 3 Bucor officials, Dr. Senyas, Attorney Santos, and Roque. Senators say this is because the 3 repeatedly lied and evaded the questions of the committee.
Respeto din po. Kasi parang ang sakit po sa damdamin na dahil na doon sa perang nakabalot doon sa papel na hindi ko nga alam kung magkano. Hindi ko nga alam magkano, makukontent ako eh. Kasi yun po naman ang katotohanan eh.
Sir, I will be very brief, but this is the last thing I'll comment, no? If I were you, I'd think of your answer. Right?
Sorry po, Mr. Your Honor, sorry po sa mga pangyayari.
The 3 Bucor officials are now under the custody of the Senate. For News 5, Mean Los Baños, we are One News.
So we mentioned schemes to get out of prison, and now there's also reports of prostitutes and gambling activities being smuggled inside Bilibid, some of which allegedly benefited detained Senator Laila de Lima back when she was Justice Secretary. Mean Los Baños returns with this report.
Senators looking for a big fish in Bilibid found tilapia instead.
Magkano isang tilapia?
Ang alam ko, 30,000.
30,000. Gaano katagal yon?
Magdamag lang yun.
Rafael Ragos was officer in charge of the new Bilibid prison in 2012 to 2013, and tilapia is the code word for prostitutes smuggled inside Bilibid.
So either mag-perform or kung ano man yung mangyari na doon sa loob.
Halimbawa si Peter ko, may
Peter.
dumadalaw dyan. Hindi ko alam kung girlfriend o asawa.
It's not only women, there was also gambling.
May isang building doon, hindi ko na ma-identify. Halos 24 hours ang sugalan nila doon eh. Marami kasing pera sa loob eh.
So virtual casino yung isang building.
Yes, sir.
Hindi naman siguro makakalusot yun kasi isang buong building, isang buong facility na-convert na ng casino. So paano sila nakapagsugal doon? May pera sila sa loob or?
May pera po.
Ragos says Bilibid officials also extorted money from inmates for every perk they enjoyed like cell phones and alcohol, even drugs, and for the privilege to build their own kubol or private quarters.
Anong klaseng special request ang pwedeng pagkakitaan?
Yung halimbawa dumating yung babae, galing pang abroad, medyo magtatagal doon ng mga ilang araw.
Galing abroad. Imported. Siyempre matagal yon. Si sayang yung bayad. Yun ang mga special. Yung mga party.
Nagre-request din po sila dyan. Pero
Magkano isang party?
yung bayaran, di ko alam. Pero nung panahon namin, ang request niyan, nakakarating hanggang taas eh.
Ang approval is when you say hanggang taas, anong level above the Bureau Director?
DOJ.
DOJ. And dumarating sa inyo, yung approval mismo galing sa Secretary of Justice.
Yes, sir.
Ragos came with his friend former NBI officer Jovencio Ablen, who helped him in the operations in NBP in 2012. Ragos was the key witness in the case of the Duterte government eventually filed against Senator Laila de Lima, who was Justice Secretary at the time Ragos was in Bucor. Another witness, an NBI agent, testified on the extent of money involved.
Baka nagkakabukulan na. Nakakamagkano kayo sa isang linggo kung sasama-samahin nyo lahat yung sa catering, construction, tilapia, lahat. Pati yung lahat ng pagkakakitaan.
Sa personal knowledge
Sige.
ko lang, yung mga
Siyempre.
kinarating sa akin. Minimum 300 to 500,000 a week.
A week.
Opo.
Sa'yo lang yon?
Sa mga...
Yung dumadaan.
Yung mga pinapaabot.
That's 3 to 500,000 pesos a week for Agent Ablen alone. Agent Ablen testified once again on the alleged payoff Secretary de Lima received from the drug convict Peter Co.
Nung nakasakay na po ako sa sasakyan niya, along the way, sinabi niya, Nyor, atin lang to, mag-deliver tayo ng kota kay Lola.
Nang?
Kota kay Lola.
Kota.
Kota, yes, Your Honor.
Q-U-O-T-A.
Q-U-O-T-A.
Okay. Sino si Lola?
Si then Secretary de Lima.
Okay, sige. Proceed.
Sinabi niya sa akin, 5 milyon yon. Sabi niya, tignan mo, nandun sa bag. Which is nandito sa paanan ko, Your Honor. Sa may passenger side sa harapan. So, binuksan ko, tinignan ko, may pera. Bundles of money, thousands ang denomination. Pero hindi ko na ho binilang yun.
Ablen and Ragus's allegations are not new. They're part of the case that's been filed against De Lima. De Lima issued a statement from detention deploring fellow Senators Gordon, Tolentino, and Lacson for asking leading questions from the witnesses that only recycled old accusations against her. Reporting for News 5, Mean Los Baños, we are One News.
And here are the biggest stories from the dailies. Authorities revealed that prior to the ambush against former Pangasinan Governor Amado Espino, the local official said he has been receiving death threats. Pangasinan police told Pangmasa that initial investigations point to a gun-for-hire group as the ones responsible for the attack. Authorities are now looking for at least 10 suspects. Despite being criticized for their regular protests, the University of the Philippines is among the top 500 higher education institutions in the world. That's according to the latest World University Rankings released by Times Higher Education. The Philippine Star reports that UP climbed to the 401st to 500 spot after showing improvements in teaching, research, and income performance. Meanwhile, De La Salle University and other Philippine university on the list dropped to 1,000 plus spot. And this from Filipino Star ngayon, actor Baron Geisler was supposedly conferred as Datu of Sulu for turning his life around. But the Sultanate of Sulu claims the title was all fake. Sulu's royalty explained that the king and queen that gave him the title were, quote, false pretenders who are not even recognized by the government. The Sultanate also slammed Geisler for the stunt and said that he was only doing this to revive his showbiz career. The winner of Miss Universe 2019 will be sporting a new crown courtesy of the renowned luxury jewel maker Muwad Wad. Now, the Miss Universe organization made the announcement on their social media page saying the winners of the Miss Universe 2019, Miss USA, and Miss Teen USA 2020 will wear newly crafted crowns and will bring home keepsake tiaras to honor their reigns as queens. Now, Muwad crown will replace the Mikimoto crown, which is one that was used by Catriona Gray when she won Miss U pageant in 2018. And that's how the day is shaping up to be. Join us again next time for another round of Rush. I'm Riza Diaz. We are One News.